Remember? Okay. You ever watch that one SpongeBob episode? You know, like the one where SpongeBob goes into a dream, and then he gets out and goes into another friend's dream? Yeah, so that actually happens now. Unlike SpongeBob, we don't do it on purpose, like, it just kind of happens, to be honest. I'm not crazy, because for an hour, we were trying to get as much information as possible, and we found out we actually had the exact same dream, same plot line, same setting. Now, if this happens to you, which it has happened before to other people, you've got to be one in a million. One in a million. It's truly fun and great to say, hey, I went into my friend's dream and we were chased by Tyrannosaurus Rex. I'm being serious. Alright, I'll get into more context with the dream, but first I'm going to be talking about the relationship between me and this friend here. Alright, so this friend's name is Xander. He actually has a YouTube channel of his own. I'm going to put it right here if you want to check it out. So me and Xander have been friends since I was 12 and he was 14, and right now at the moment is 3 years later. And 3 years later, we still haven't met in person. You see, we met on YouTube, and we've been kind of just like planning the day when we really do it. I don't know exactly when, but then the idea of meeting up in a lucid dream was a thing. And I looked it up, and it actually has happened before. Kind of like a dumb conspiracy theorist, because I made up this theory where, like, when you go to sleep, then your spirit goes to a different universe. And in that universe, you can make anything real, including people who aren't, like, who are real people, but those aren't really them. But there is a possibility of meeting a real person. You know what I was thinking? Okay, I was 14. Like a month later, he tells me that he had a dream with his girlfriend. So I'm like, I mean, there is a possibility of actually being able to meet up in a dream. So then we kind of got into lucid dreaming. I mean, I haven't really practiced it at all. So now, at the time I'm recording this, it was yesterday where we had the dream. So it started off, or at least where I remember it, where me and Xander were walking through my neighborhood. We have this like grassy field across from my house, and it has like a wooded area there too. It was a cloudy day, and it looked like it recently rained. Like, you know, like an hour after it rains, then the grass and the ground is still wet. We were talking, you know, having fun, saying the stuff that we usually say, talk about the stuff that we usually talk about. But then we feel this rumbling here, and we're looking around. We aren't scared, but we're on guard. Then there's a scream. We turn to the right, and there's a big Tyrannosaurus Rex over there. Here's a sloppy height comparison right here. See a person like running away from the T-Rex. It's like right next to the T-Rex leg, but then he just runs off. I don't know why it didn't attack, but it looks pretty angry. I mean, it was roaring ferociously. So we just book it. I'm running in the lead, but then I start slowing down because I'm scared that I'm gonna lose him for some reason. So we run off to the wooden part together. The T-Rex is definitely chasing us. I keep turning around and I see it behind us. But then somehow, oddly, we go to the wooded area and it's just gone. We don't even know where it went. We just guessed that it wasn't really energized, but I mean, it didn't eat the other person too. Nor can I really imagine that. So, what's the chances of that happening in a dream? We just kind of go neutral again. We forget that really ever happened and just go on with our lives. And then I lose memory after that. Oh, and there's a perfect dap too. Mind-blowing. So, around August 3rd, which is yesterday at the time I'm recording this, I was talking to Xander, and I don't know why, but something is telling me, just tell him, go tell him, go tell him you had the dream, ask him if he was in the dream. And I'm like, well, what if he thinks that weird? You already say enough weird stuff, Douglas, just go say it. So I do, and then he's like, whoa, 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 let's take a step back here. He's trying to get as much information. We're both trying to get as much information from each other, and we find out that we actually had a dream together. Well, you hear a lot of people talking about how, oh, dreams reflect the future. Dreams will give you a sign of what's going on in your life in reality. Like, oh, falling down, dying, you know? I looked at two things here. The first one was, what does it mean when two people have a dream? When two people usually have a dream together, it's because of emotional closeness. And by the way, again, I have talked to Xander for about 3 years now. The second thing I looked up is, what does it mean when a Tyrannosaurus Rex is chasing you in your dream? Surprisingly, I got an answer, and it's because you feel like there's something over, you're powerless in some sort of thing. And, you know, I don't feel comfortable with sharing our problems, but yeah, there's definitely stuff there. Now, me personally, I'm a believer in Christ. So I feel like, you know, there are times where I will get signs. And I mean, since we easily escaped the T-Rex, it only took like a 40-second run. I'm guessing that means that you might have these problems, but they're really not going to affect your life. But honestly, no matter what religion you believe in, just know that there's really something out there that you can't really imagine, or that you can't explain, that humanity is too small to explain. I mean, we know more about space than we know about our own ocean, in our own world. So just really think about it. Anything is possible. So thank you guys so much for watching. Like, subscribe. Also subscribe to Red Wolf Studio. Go check out his channel. You know, he's cool. Alright, I'll see you guys later. Bye.